So I am the founder of Your Body Never Lies, and I am the creator of the Your Body Never Lies online play shop, which you can find here at youtube.com/user/free of limits. That is my Your Body Never Lies channel. So the online play shop is a series of videos, that you do at your own pace, on your own time. They average, I think, 5 minutes each. You just do a couple a day, and then you do the exercises if there are any, sleep on the information, and then when you're ready, you do the next series of videos. What happens if you actually do the exercises is that your body, your subconscious mind, which for our purposes are basically the same thing, will just stop feeding you old memories to suffer for. It'll realize that there's no point and it's not actually serving you in any good way. So this training is something that you do for yourself. It's not anything I can teach your body. I can teach you how to teach your body to do this. And it makes sense. It's actually pretty simple. Most of the exercises are very easy. And that's it. This Saturday stream is here so that if you do the play shop, or when you do the play shop, you can come and ask your questions, because you will have questions. There's always going to be, some question about what some word means, or what some concept is, or how you're supposed to do something in some specific way. And I am happy to answer those questions. I've been doing, this particular play shop for, I named it Your Body Never Lies in 2012, but before that it was called Gifts of Present Time, and I'd done it for a few years. And I've been teaching it for a while now, and prior to teaching it, I spent years researching and uncovering it and working on myself and figuring out how to get this done. At the end of the play shop, you might feel like nothing's really shifted. You might feel a little happier in general, but you might not realize the import of what you've accomplished until you're in a situation where you used to suffer and you suddenly find yourself not bothered. My wife and I, I had been teaching the workshop for a couple of years, and then, she was my girlfriend at the time, but we lost our first rental house. Our first rental house fire was in 2015. So I had already been teaching the Your Body Never Lies Play Shop live for, I suppose, 2.5 or 3 years. And unexpectedly, what happened is that, when we went to the Red Cross to get help and to find out what assistance was available, it was a big crowded gymnasium or something. And everyone around us was all sad and telling these horror stories of, what they lost, and what they can't get back to their house, and they don't know where their cat is, and just, really kind of stories you don't want to hear on a Monday morning. And my wife and I, we just kind of looked at each other like, wow, we're not suffering. The fire had already passed 2 weeks earlier, and we were done. We had already processed it all, and, didn't really have any residual sadness or upset. We just wanted help so we could move on with our life. But everybody else there was stuck in it. And that's what this training does, is it helps you move on from upsets or traumas or suffering once they're over. And, things just don't linger anymore. And that's the beauty of Your Body Never Lies. It's called Your Body Never Lies because your body is your window to the subconscious. How your body responds to the world indicates to the rest of the world what's going on in your subconscious. So we take advantage of that in this class. These self-care exercises that you do, you learn to pay attention to what your body's messages are. So if your body stresses out, that means you're stressed, obviously, right? But, without becoming introverted, we learn to notice what our body is doing. And the specific exercises that you do are going to shift not only how your body feels, but also how you perceive the world around you. because your body and your subconscious regulates the filters through which you see the world. And as those filters shift or are removed, the world does change for us. So that's the beauty of Your Body Never Lies, is that when you do this workshop, the world will change. And the world that you experience outside yourself is going to change. And it doesn't actually change. What changes are the filters through which you see the world. So if you've ever had an amazing epiphany and suddenly the world looked completely different, it's like that, but usually not so magnificent. It's pretty subtle at first, but one day you realize you just don't mind. Like, things are okay just the way they are. You're waiting in line for the movie, and the movie starts in 5 minutes, and the line looks 6 minutes long. You don't stress. You just thank the universe for giving you the opportunity to be standing next to the person next to you. Whatever. That is the joy of Your Body Never Lies. That is also the first semester at the Your Body Never Lies College, which is an online school I've created specifically for learning about body language, but the subtle aspects of body language. So the 100 level, we learn how to teach our body to let go of suffering, to let go of trauma after it passes, so that we don't constantly, replay it and get upset about stuff that happened yesterday or a year ago or in high school, whatever. The 200 level, we learn about moving energy. So how things feel becomes important, and we start to shift our focus from our intellectual understanding of the world to a sensory understanding of the world. And this is a mystery school. So we are getting into some subtle aspects of information gathering, and we learn, we learn intuition, we learn manifestation, we learn things about our aura, we learn how to communicate and how to be understood better, and how to understand other people better, how to increase empathy, understanding, connection, and ultimately unconditional love, how we feel it, how we share it, and how we are that. So if you have any questions, you can chat them in. Doesn't look like anybody's here today. So if you happen to be watching this, there's a couple options to do the Playshop. One is you do it completely on your own on YouTube. The videos are all there, not missing any information. Just take your time. They can take 2 weeks to a month. As a live workshop, it was 2 days because people had to sleep on it. I tried to teach this 1 day workshop and people just walked out going, what? You have to sleep on the information. So it's been stretched out. It's far more detailed than the live class ever was. And the results are far better too, I believe, because it's self-care. You don't have to rely on me to get you through something. You do the exercises and you get yourself through it. It's very easy. And anyway, so that is, if you want to do a complete self-care online, do it on YouTube. It's free. I think YouTube now throws in commercials, but as of right now, anyway, I'm not a party to that. If you'd like more help, if you'd like some one-on-one with me, or if you'd just like to be part of a community and find out from other people how this works and the benefits you can have from it, you can join the YBNL College. And you should be able, to get more information about that at yourbodyneverlies.org. I believe that's going to be live today. So yourbodyneverlies.org or the ybnlcollege.com. I hope to see you at either of those. If not, do the Playshop here on YouTube and then come back next Saturday for Q&A. This is like number, I don't know what number it is, 8 or 9. And I plan to just keep doing them because the world needs to let go of suffering. And, it's not the world outside yourself that needs to let go of it. It's you. Your suffering, it's over. It is over. I don't, if your suffering was actually continuing right now, you wouldn't be watching this video. You'd be suffering, right? But if old memories still bother you, if it bothers you what someone said to you in high school, or, if you're upset with yourself for something you did when you were a kid, or any picture from your memory that comes up against your will, that is your suffering. And you just need to be honest with yourself about it, because, while we may have been taught that that's just the way people are, that minds are, that's not true. It's actually just a software glitch. And if you do the YBNL Playshop and do the simple exercises, which do not include anything other than simple meditations or particular ways of breathing or noticing information, your body will learn to stop doing that to you. And then, those memories don't get erased. They're still there. It's just that you get to have choice about when you access them, right? You can save those memories for when it's appropriate to look at them and process them. Instead of, walking into a coffee shop and someone looks like somebody who beat you up once, and all of a sudden you get all stressed out and your body feels like it's going to get beat up. Like, that's no way to live. It sucks. And anyway, I hope you join me in this. If you have any questions, come back next Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific. I answer questions. And if no one's here, then I just give a little blurb like I just did. So thanks a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing you next Saturday. And that's it.